Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the Love Lesson Week. Now, this is a week where I will be uploading every single day one video related to love, relationships, whatever. And it's going to be interesting because I am single. So, it's going to be interesting. So you get to know a little bit more about me, about my thoughts on different situations and different things. So in today's video, I thought I will answer relationship questions. Now, originally I had a completely different idea, but I was just chilling. I decided to go onto my Instagram and ask relationship questions. Didn't think anyone would ask anything. Turns out people did ask. And there were certain questions that were repetitive, which is why I kind of just boiled it down to like a couple of questions. And I thought I'll just sit here and answer those questions. I rambled on enough for this intro. Without further ado, let's get on to the video. So the first question that I got, the most asked question, which is weird, but I was like, people really want to know this, is something about my love life, or are you single, or how's your relationship going, and stuff like that. I am currently single, not ready to mingle, just in case, because I just found the question really funny, that people were actually interested in knowing this. Okay, so the next question I got, which was so interesting, it really was an interesting question, because you know what, I want to know the answer to this one too, and that is how to make someone fall in love with me. Okay, so for me, what I think the best way to get someone to fall in love with you is to be friends with them and to pay attention to them. I think that paying attention to someone, making them a priority, really translates in different cultures and different situations as the person taking you as a very important thing in their life, right? I not giving you this as like a hard and fast rule, like this is something you need to do in order to get this. Like it's not like a 2 + 2 = 4. It's a lot more complicated than that. But I think just taking an interest in them and being straightforward. You know, I think the thing that is missing in a lot of cases in today's world is the fact that we're not straightforward with what we want. We're not straightforward with what we feel. You take risks, honestly, because life is too short. If this person does not like you, you can move on to the another person. Like I said, there's 7 billion people in this world. I am sure one of them is your soulmate. So yes, that's my answer to this particular question. Now, the next question I got, which actually goes into another question that I got, is my thoughts on toxic relationships. Now, the person asked both relationships and friendships. Now, if you're talking about friendships, I do have a video on that completely down below. You can definitely go and check that out. But toxic relationships are like a whole nother level. They are a different league altogether. Let me tell you, I have seen people in toxic relationships and it breaks my heart. It really did break my heart. Purely because, you know, people that I know that are amazing and so much, have so much to offer in this world, are being drained of their positive energy by their toxic partner, right? So one thing I noticed about toxic relationships is that people in the toxic relationship never seem to know that they are in a toxic relationship. Now, you can go and tell your friends about maybe something that your partner did, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. But outsiders know that it's toxic behavior. And the thing is, you don't want to believe it. Okay, and that goes to every single situation. It's something that's common all throughout. Like even when I was told that I might have toxic friends, or maybe the kind of situation I'm in right now is toxic, I don't want to believe that it's toxic, right? Because nobody wants to know that they are in a toxic relationship. Nobody wants to be told that the decision that they made is wrong. That's not something anyone wants to be told, right? And it is frustrating as a watcher, because, you know, like I said, it's beautiful, amazing people and you see their energy just being drained out. Now, I've seen relationships where people emotionally abuse, and the thing is, it's interesting because you might be friends with the person that is toxic in a toxic relationship. Now, what you need to do as a friend and as someone that really cares about said person, you need to make them aware of their behavior. Again, I mentioned it in the previous video that I made on toxic people. They're not bad. They're probably just not good for you. Maybe they have trauma that they have not really resolved. Maybe they don't understand the extent of their actions. They're not bad people. They're bad people for you. So as a friend, if you can see that your friend is in a toxic relationship or is toxic in a relationship, you need to call them out. Now, the thing is, which I have noticed, and I mean, a lot of people can validate this particular point, and it is that toxic relationships, that trauma does not end when the relationship ends. It is a long healing process from said toxic relationships. We kind of push them a little bit, saying, you know what, get over the guy, it's fine, you know, he was horrible to you, and all this stuff. I'm saying a guy because I have a lot of girlfriends, but this could be in both ways. It's not something that's just specific to girls or guys, but we don't give them that time to heal. We don't give them that time to heal. It really affects every single part of someone's life. It really does. So I think that giving the person who's in the toxic relationship that breather and supporting them no matter what, they will relapse. I'm telling you, it's kind of like because they really want to believe that the person really loved them and that they did not experience whatever they experienced. It's fine, but as a friend, you need to be there to support them through the thick and thin, right? Yeah, that's all I have right now. So next question is stating some red flags in relationships. My first red flag is lying. Straight up lying. I am someone that really hates lying. I love it when people are very honest with me, even if it's brutal. I prefer that honesty compared to lying. Now there's a difference, okay? There's a white lie and then there's an actual lie. Again, I'm really sorry because it is a double standard on my part. I personally believe when you are in a relationship, you are sharing your life with another person. You are allowing them to come into your life and to fulfill particular wants, and you do the same for them. So I think out of respect and curiosity, out of respect, you want to let them know about everything. Now, when you start lying to your partner about where you are, what you're doing, who you're with, that's when it starts to get messy. Because now you've gotten comfortable with lying to your partner. It's not going to be that hard to lie about other stuff. If you're in a relationship, I really, really suggest you talk to your partner about everything. Communication is so important in a relationship. I've seen relationships just fall apart because there was a lack of communication. Another red flag for me, very particular to me, is when your whole life is surrounded by that one person. Your sole happiness is just that one person, right? You just depend on them. The codependency is very, very high. That is a major, major red flag because you are not a half. You're not a half to someone else. You're a whole. You're a complete little world. You're a little world. You need to be your own person outside the relationship. You need to have your own goals, your own views, your own likes and dislikes outside said relationship. So yeah, that's another red flag. And also, when they test your boundaries, your physical and your emotional boundaries, when they emotionally manipulate you, stuff like that. Just stuff like that. That's what I think personally are red flags in a relationship. Now, the final question I got was how to get over your ex. And I got asked this like 3-4 times, I think. See, to get over your ex is a very, very long, tedious process. I think accepting that it is a long and tedious process, first is very important, right? Accept it. Second is know why you left or why you called it off. If you know the reason why you left or why you called it off, the fantasy kind of stops in your head. And it's not gonna help. You need to remind yourself constantly why you left the relationship. And it's hard, it's really hard, it's very heartbreaking as well, but you need to do that in order to move forward in life. The second thing I would say is to work on yourself. You've been with a person for a next amount of time. You're now a new person. You've come out of a relationship not as the pre-relationship you, but as the post-relationship you. It's completely different, right? So you need to now work on yourself. Know to understand what you like and what you don't like. It's a new person. You need to rediscover yourself. The next thing is, I personally would say, spend time with family and friends. Don't be alone. Or even talking to a third party, be it a therapist, an adult, whatever it is. I think that also is really important, because when you talk, there's a sense of euphoria. You just feel so lightweight because you just took off all the stuff from your shoulders, right? You might think you have all the answers, but talking to someone with a completely different perspective will just really open your mind up. And you need to be open to that. Now, the second last tip I have, and this is so important, I keep telling my friends to do this, is to distance yourself from them. You owe them nothing. You really owe them nothing. Don't bother them. Emotionally distance yourself. Distance yourself in whatever way you can. So I'm telling you, please, please, please distance yourself. It's very important, right? Now, my last tip is forgive yourself for not being able to do all this stuff. It is okay to not be able to get over them. It is okay to not being able to distance yourself from them. It's okay to not being able to talk to anyone or to spend time with people because you just don't want to. It's completely okay. Forgive yourself. Your gut, your soul knows its best way to heal itself. And for me, what I think is time. Time is such a big healer. We get used to how to live without certain things. So give yourself that time. Forgive yourself for not being able to. Really, I'm telling you, I think forgiveness is the biggest tip that I could give if you want to get over your ex. If you can forgive yourself, you can do so many things, right? So believe in yourself. Believe in your power to get over them. Believe that it will get better. And trust me, it will. That's all I have for you guys for this particular video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you want me to do more videos like this where I answer your questions. If it can help one person, again, I really am so happy with that outcome. Subscribe to my channel down below and click the notification bell so you know every single time that I will upload in this coming week. Share this with anyone you think might be going through a hard time. If there's something in this video you agree with and you know someone that's going through it, just tell them about this. Don't share the video, just tell them that you saw this. Hey, I saw this chick online and she was talking about this stuff. I think it'll help you. This is what she said. It's fine. Spread the message. That's all that matters. With that being said, I will leave you guys. I hope you guys have a great day ahead. I hope you continue to love yourself and to choose yourself every single day. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.